was a tough tee shot yesterday. Stick in the background there on the left-hand side. That is actually the second hole. That's not where he's going.
And Kevin going with a hybrid from 207, trying to cut it in there.
Quickly and just undercooked.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have
Now Kevin now not wasting any time. He had a really awkward lie and played with the toe down of the wedge. A little hook shot up the hill. Very nifty stuff there from Na.
And from the United States, winner of the 2016 PGA Championship, Jimmy Walker.
That's got to sound pretty good. He'll hear it for the rest of his life. Jimmy Walker winning his first major just a month or so ago.
The hair slow.
Two missed fairway.
But he can see up the throat of the green, and this is just a question of contact here, Brian.
Oh my.
This stuff is thick. This stuff is thick right now.
Well, you heard Kevin Kisner in his post-round interview saying the lies were so bad he just hacked it out back onto the fairway and trusted
I would say the
his
management of spin here is crucial. It plays about 5 yards uphill, and with a short club and the grain into you, this one could really fizz back if he's not careful. We'll just fly over the top of it, look for some spin. Should turn to the right when it runs out of energy.
Yeah, we had a really nice view of it there. Opened the face, utilizing the bounce. And you can't do a whole lot better than that, Mark. That was textbook.
And this one's going to be quite slow up the slope, guys. This will require some hitting.
Three rounds to go.
I had the pace. Last year's Rookie of the Year on the PGA Tour. Strong driver of the golf ball. Flat trajectory. A lot of run out of that one.
It can't hit it over there on the right.
No
Plus
worries at all.
Roughs. I think the little fade will suffice, and that is right in Daniel Berger's wheelhouse. There's good contact just towards the center of the green drawing now.
Okay.
And there she goes.
Smart play, trying to get it.
Now on the tee from South Africa, Charles Schwartzel.
With a long iron just for position.
Did the same thing yesterday.
Yeah,
28
way
yards,
back.
6 iron, so he's going to have to seriously get after this one.
Yeah, he better hit it on the button if it's a 6.
Well, he caught it, but that's turning left.
Mark loved the translation between
your
the
observation
Schwartzel
there,
boys.
Bill, with this hole cut way back right. Anything missed right is dead because of the short side. So hit one hard, pull it, and at least you got the safety. That one from Reed is hanging to the right, though. Good. Right behind the golf ball is a huge clump of Bermuda grass, and it is quite thick, so I'm looking for the chunk and run here.
A moment ago, Reed's third.
Did you see how quickly that ball was elevated? It's almost like he caught it on top of the club.
And now live his fourth, and some work left for bogey for Patrick Reed.
It's an area of the game tells me he's been working very hard on. And the work pays off as he buries.
Your week could be over.
Back to the tee, and J.B. Holmes.
Well, just a
Now welcome to the
nice little
first
baby
tee from
cut.
the United States,
Maybe you can get some cleverness.
Castro.
It's come out really fast, though.
Really?
Imagine where the longer club would have gone. What time is kickoff, do we know?
6 Eastern.
Oh, he's got plenty of time. Columbus, about an hour and a half down 85. Auburn, not too far past that. Mark knows how to get there.
He's picked a lot of loft here, and that was caught in the teeth, I regret, gentlemen.
Good look at the Mark face of that putter with those little pickles, those little pixels on there.
You never know.
Here's Duffner.
That's a heck of a shot. That is a heck of a shot from that right hand rough.
Absolutely. Here's Bubba on the tee.
Hit it in the right hand rough yesterday.
Now on the first tee from the United States, Gary Woodland.
That is smoke.
There's Tom Cousins in the background, the man behind this project.
I like this play by Woodland. Going with 3-wood. That one trying to hang on the left-hand side. And it does that. So two good tee shots.
Woodland just changed putters not too long ago. Expecting
Well, he's
some
hit two
left-hand
beautiful
turn.
shots up here so far. Beautiful tee shot and then a little sweeping low draw to get to here. This putt, tough for the left-hander. That'll break away from him.
But I must say, throughout his career, he has been one of the most resilient players to play this game.
Yeah, went through a slump and was picked on the President's Cup team by Greg Norman, and that really kind of boosted his confidence.
Yes.
And really,
A moment ago, this was Adam Scott, Jane, and he just did not have much available.
I'd watch
there
out for the
his
spin
second
here.
shot.
Can almost fly it all the way to flag, I would think.
Yeah, one hop and stop. Mid-height.
Very aggressive here.
Well, there's the one hop and stop. He just carried it about.
Just kind of got to get it started. Let it bleed to the right-hand side.
Too far left.
yeah.
Good.
And now welcome to the first tee from Northern Ireland, Rory McIlroy.
He just blitzed it out here yesterday on this opening hole. Hit a driver and had 132 to the hole.
Yeah, he took it right past those bunkers on the left.
That's one extra look. That was one extra look. You could see that he was not settled in. That didn't look right.
Yeah, all these players.
Isn't it amazing, Mark, that these guys have 200 yards and they're talking 6 irons now?
Be good, Johnny. Yeah, beautiful. Good shot.
Well, John McLaren is his
Now
caddy.
Roy from the right-hand rough.
He's got a pretty clean lie, but big pine tree out in front. 169's the number, so I think we're looking upstairs and hard.
You can see that he was trying to stabilize the face at impact, and Good clean contact.
I had it close.
Now, McIlroy, really good lie in that rough.
A little unfortunate with the, a little unfortunate nestled down here. In a
Said
real
he needs to
thick-
clean that up, so do a little damage control here, work on the pace of the putt, walk away with no more than 5.
Seemed to like that one.
Yeah, up the right-hand side, clinging. Ooh, nice little hop to the Casey for birdie.
Should work a little to the right. Oh, it stayed dead
Much
straight.
visual of the flagstick from here. Although, who needs to see the flagstick?
Jordan took a quick peek. So they've hit this one in practice. Uphill, little right to left. Jordan Spieth at the handle, liking it.
Yeah, it just doesn't
T.
come as much as the...
Seawood Kim going with 3-wood.
Nice rhythm there to start with for Siwoo.
Now welcome to the first team from Australia, winner of its
Ready to go?
Very well organized swing and hits the ball very flush. Likes to go to a fade shot when he needs to.
There you can see the flagstick right in the trees right there. So up and over. You see the right shoulder chasing down the line.
Travels uphill, and then it wants to turn downhill slightly, and certainly to his right-hand side.
It's got to go. Has to go. Remember, they have split the 9s, and so basically he is going a little short. Now back at the tee, Dustin Johnson went with driver yesterday, went with 3-wood today. And instead of the bunker on the left, he
Remember,
finds the
you know DJ likes it, 176. And that is a nuclear 9-iron.
Kind of trying to get it to come from that angle. That was a difficult putt to read. Didn't need...
Playing his 4th now.
Yeah, and had a nice round going, and see if he can do a little damage control here. Okay.
Bubba trying to save bogey at 5th. Had some interesting comments.
A little bit on the upslope there. Yeah, a little grab right there. Ooh,
Just right up
almost.
the hill. And this will be a pretty sporty Friday afternoon's work for Schwartzel.
Adam Scott on the tee at 15.
Tough day for Adam up to this point. That's a good looking shot in the air. Not like he did yesterday. But look where Kuchar is aimed. I mean, the flagstick is over to the left of the TV tower, and he's aimed out in the water.
Come on.
Where'd it go? It went where he aimed it. Come on.
You can't really quarrel
Even
with
par
that,
for the
can you?
championship.
A pretty straight putt here. Not much break in it.
Birdied this par 3 yesterday.
Just wandered just a tad to the right.
Tee shot for Jason Duffner. He did make a birdie back at the 15th, par 3. Nice tight little draw down that left-hand side, and this one just scoots all the way down there. He's going to be in that area where Roberto Castro was. Made his 2nd bogey of the week. Now to the tee at 15, McIlroy. Way up in the air.
And that's the smart play. Just left of the flag.
You can see that started out the week projected as, or started out at 5th, now 4th. Ooh, that's not going to cut enough, is it? No. So that finds the left-hand bunker, and that's going to be a little bit on the downslope. So
he got the speed slot down the left-hand side in a similar area to where Roberto Castro is. Duff likes to cut it, and to your point off that downslope, I think that's a good idea.
oh, it hit soft. It hit soft. Hit the Zoysia grass. 15. And yeah, that ball's sitting down. You got to play for a little bit of a release.
He plays it out to the left, trying to get it to come down to the hole. Tough to judge. Putted to light fire, and who knows what might happen.
Looks very rigid to me.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of tension in his shoulders and upper arms. Kind of sense him thinking. Sorry, Bill.
Casey for par.
It's a little break from left to right here for Casey.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Sneaks in on the left-hand side. So Gimmelman and Duffner.
Lots of room to work with, yeah. And quite surprising there, Bill. I thought he might bump one into the fringe there through that Bermuda.
Down the hill.
He's looking well out to the right-hand side.
Ooh, that broke quick
Just
left.
never got it high enough, though.
On the money. Now you're struggling for par after that magnificent drive.
Okay.
Yet to make a birdie today. Ooh, and it is. What a great shot by Justin Thomas. 13.
And he's aiming just a little bit right of the target. A little bit right of the flag, I should say.
Yeah, hang on. Hang on. And that's that little brow that he's going to have to woodland with his third at the 18th, Jane.
Yeah, a little chip and run there with the lob wedge. Got it to check very nicely.
Left to right breaking putt, and one that should really suit his eye for the big bird.
Oh, just hammered it.
Step cutter rough, and you can see that ball starting to peel right to left. High cut for Bubba. Wow.
Just gorgeous.
For birdie. So a disappointing day, and you try to catch up. You try to remember what your fellow competitor did, and that's not hard. Has to be looking left of the flagstick.
Yeah, I would say in the middle of that marquee behind the green would be a good line. Try and just bring it in from the left here.
Uh-oh.
That needs to get lucky.
Really lucky, and that did not. And now all of a sudden we're seeing at the par 3 15th.
He's going for a little low skipper there, Billy. Nicely done. Throwing him a little bit out of rhythm.
Well,
so
the greater
today,
percentage of well, that was a good looking golf swing. Just didn't turn as much as he wanted. Now, Adam Scott.
All right,
It's unusual for Adam Scott to hit one that
more perfectly for Rory than what this one does. And right here, That is target for him.
Pretty handy.
That is money.
just
He flew it past
perfect.
the downslope.
That is perfect, Bill.
It's going to break from his right-hand side. Actually had a decent pitch from right side of the green to get it to here.
One for Adam Scott. He's even par for the week. Here is Dustin Johnson, the leader at 15. As our final group is on 15. Uh-oh. The follow-through would have given it away. The Pro Tracer.
Aaron tee shot laid up to here. Has got a beautiful line. This green's getting very firm.
That's a pretty good shot there, Mark. Easy to get it below the flag.
Now Rory.
Pretty poor shot to get it to here, and this is looking very hot. Needs some spin, but out of that first cut, Brian just couldn't get any grip on it.
Kevin
He had
Chappell.
just two.
Take it to the house.
Just
Out of bounds at the 1.
Downhill and left to right, and he's been fighting a little bit of a block with the putter, so this won't suit the eye here.
oh, and a little frisky there. Wow. This would be a big putt psychologically if he could get this in. Yes, well done.
At the 18th, Paul Casey for his birdie.
Setting it out there, letting it swing. Well done. Beautifully judged, Paul Casey.
Battles all the way. Comebacker for par. Matches Casey step for step. And Jordan Spieth. Left is no good at 18.
Flared that one. Oh, no, he's hooked that one.
Both of them hacking out. Both of them hitting tee shots left. Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas, the childhood friends. And look how close they are this time. All right, Thomas, ready to go here, Mark.
He is. He's got a slightly hanging lie. He's aiming a little right of the flag. But that wasn't really flush. Needs a big hop. Very similar, and actually a slightly better lie. Ball slightly above the feet, and for a guy who's kind of been fighting a right miss, I think beneficial for the front left hole location for Jordan. This one on a very aggressive line.
Okay.
So does that kind of speak to how tough this course really is?
Yeah, it is. It's playing tough this week. I think the rough is just a little thicker, a little longer than it has been in the past. But yeah, I mean, even though I feel a little disappointed with how I've played, but it looks like everyone else is feeling the same things out there. So yeah, it's playing tough. I mean, there's a couple of guys that are going low, but I feel like if I can improve in a couple areas over the weekend, I still have a chance.
Yeah, 7 of 14 fairways hit today, 8 of 14 yesterday. So is that kind of what's been your game plan so far, is just, doing well off the tee?
Yeah, yeah, I've been taking driver a lot. I think with some guys might lay back a little bit, but I feel like I can be aggressive off the tee, especially with how I have been driving it the last few weeks. But when you miss fairways here, you make life really difficult for yourself. So need to start to try and hit a few more fairways and definitely hit more greens. I didn't hit many greens today, so I'm going to go work on my iron play a little bit over at the range.
Well, we'll let you go do that then. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
And this one has potential. Beautiful lie for Thomas.
Yeah, he played that very nicely with the lob wedge.
Brian, earlier in the week, Jordan Spieth was practicing a number of these shots, the Texas wedge from greenside here, and he had a bunch of putts around this very hole location. And this is an
Certainly gave
awkward
that a
one.
good
We've
run.
seen players miss this low from that angle. Nothing really doing here. Just right of center, I think.
Trophy Club of Atlanta is a Steve Melnick design. All in the Atlanta area. Here's Siwoo Kim all by himself with his third.
Beautifully flighted wedge here from Siwoo Kim. Just pace here, so it stays up.
Yeah, and since Jason Day withdrew
with
on the 8th,
redesign and
Siwoo's
setup. DJ only needs this club to get that far.
coming off a bogey on the 17th, Brian.
It's got to fade just a smidge. You stand.
I know. I can't wait.
Here's Dustin Johnson's second at 18.
Come on. Go Coastal Carolina.
Heavy lie trying to gouge it out there from 240, and that one is dove though.
Oh, that's a pretty darn good effort.
Pretty swift downhill for DJ.
Yeah, we saw McIlroy run it well by as well.
Do it, though, for Kevin Kisner. Johnson through his shadow here, Mark.
Always awkward putting through the shadow, but that's nicely holed.
Confidently stroked in the back.